So that's how it is. No wonder blue starfish is just a legend for us. Whoever goes to the shore? The crabs, maybe, but no one sane ever talks to them. Try trusting someone who walks crosswise.
I was in luck. I didn't even know what hatches out of a starfish. Look, this is it.
This hatches out of blue star? But you can find these little scamps almost everywhere in the deep.
Now, let's try out how the starfish works. You had a strong relationship to Minikin, so when the starfish touches you, don't move.
Zobaczymy, czy rozgwiazda wskaże nam maleństwo.
Let's see.
Takie typowo baśniowe rozwiązanie.
That must be the direction where Minikin's at.
O. I zobaczymy, czy się sprawdzi.
Let's go.
Kolejny raz ta sama animacja, po raz już pewnie 8 czy 9.
Starfish is showing inside.
I'll wait for you here. Too narrow for me in there.
Okay.
Jesteś.
So this is where Minikin's been hiding. Nomas will be glad. Made of similar stuff like the temple windows, but who put it there?
Czyli widać odbicie maleństwa w tej pajęczynie, bo to tak jak lustro trochę wygląda. W sumie fajny taki architektoniczny kształt. Można by na jakiejś wystawie taką pajęczynę powiesić. I może zdobyłaby pierwszą nagrodę, podobnie jak w filmie Nie lubię poniedziałku. Co to tam? Treblinki, tak. Tam treblinki zdobyły pierwszą nagrodę.
But first, I'll help you like I promised. What's your next move?
The starfish found Minikin, so it should be able to find Apedulas's jewel as well.
So we're swimming to Apedulas?
No, Apedulas is sleeping, and I doubt I could wake him up now.
So who you're gonna use for trailing? You know anyone else who had the relationship to the jewel?
Actually, I do. It's the flippant clam under the cliffs.
Veliana? What's she got to do with it?
It's a long story, and we have little time. Let's go back to your place.
Mogliby sobie już darować te animacje, no, słowo daję. Valiana, gdzie jesteś? Chodź tu. No, gadamy z małżą, gadamy, czy może... No właśnie, nie gadamy, tylko błękitną rozgwiazdę, dotykamy małży. Nawet jej nie pytamy o zgodę, bo zapewne by jej nie udzieliła.
Hey, what are you doing? Take that filth away! What is it?
Look for yourself.
Ah! But that's...
The blue
Nigdy ci się
starfish,
nic nie
yes.
podoba.
And it's already showing me the way
Jej, nie
Apedulas's
cierpię.
magic jewel and your little nippery friend in one person. Thanks so much for your help.
That must be some trick.
A,
Blue starfish doesn't really exist. I only told you about it just to make fun of you.
As you can see, life is full of surprises.
We'll see how much luck it will bring you.
no, do widzenia. Już więcej cię nie chcę cię widzieć. Cześć. No, mam nadzieję, że już na dobre z tą jędzą, skrzeczącą mi do ucha bez przerwy jakieś głupoty, że już to nasze ostatnie spotkanie z nią. No, swoją drogą jest z niej niezła indywidualistka, ale naprawdę mi zarazła za skórę.
Starfish is showing the way to jewel. Can we go?
Hop on.
O, szukamy kraba.
The jewel is here somewhere.
Kępa za dużym
pointing
głazem
to
po
a
prawej.
bunch besides the big boulder on the right.
Tutaj się ukrywa krab. No i teraz będzie długi, długaśny dialog, więc zostawiam was z dialogiem, może się włączę tam
At last
ze
I
2 czy
found
3
you.
razy.
Your trick was something, let me tell you.
You again? What do you want?
It may sound strange, but I want you. Apadulas would like to see you again.
So he and Mjorgen can fight each other again, am I right?
Well,
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm too tired of that.
Clam Veliena told me who you are and how you came to be what you are now.
That old shrew never knew when to keep her mouth shut.
She is quite chatty.
It's those plants she chews. I've told her 1,000 times they're not good for her. Do you think she listens to me?
Zapamiętajcie, to te rośliny są ważne. Zresztą teraz zapytamy kraba o nie.
What are those plants you mentioned before?
What? Which plants?
The ones Veliena chews and you...
Ah, those plants. They are magical. They speeds you up for a while.
Tak, ta informacja
You
będzie nam
react
użyteczna,
faster, you
więc to
move
trzeba
faster,
zapamiętać, że
and
przyspieszają
others
te
talk
rośliny.
faster, just like our verbose friend does.
Apadulas is worried about you. When he lost you,
He didn't lose me. I left.
it occurred to me.
I had enough. All those battles without outcome, Apidulus's desperation, Mood's weariness. Most of the time you couldn't talk to him. He was either planning a new trap for Mjorgen or drowning in self-pity.
That must have been depressing.
I endured it for 2 centuries, but then couldn't watch it anymore.
They fought for 200 years.
Insane, isn't it? They grew up together and were best friends the first half of their lives. Then they wasted the other half fighting each other.
Apadulas and Mjorgen grew up together.
Both of them were from noble Nautisan and Titan families. When they were old enough, they were sent
To
to
też
a
jest ważna
famous
informacja,
teacher,
też należy ją
Hedarius,
zapamiętać.
for education.
Nauczyciel Hedarius.
Hedarius was a kraken, a titan, but he judged his students only by their talent, not their origin.
I guess those two were good students.
They were among the first talented students Hedarius ever had. He therefore spent a lot of time with them, and this brought them closer. After their studies were over, Apidulus and Mjorgen promised each other to work together on reconciliation of their 2 nations. For a while it really worked, but you know how it ended.
Is Hedarius still living?
He died long ago. He didn't live to see the war, and this is for the best.
Why is Apadulas blaming himself for his men's misfortune and accusing Mjorgen more than other enemies?
Each of them thinks that the other one betrayed him. The 2 of them negotiated the truce between their nations and building of the temple.
When was the last duel? When you got lost, like?
Mjorgen and Apidulus were already quite old and not too strong. Since there were 2 of us against the dragon, we soon prevailed. Apidulus had me on his bracelet, and I pointed my magical energy to his hand.
So you don't fight by his side independently?
It was never like that. He thought of strategy and ways to use my magic. I only supplied it. When Mjorgen seemed to have had enough, Apidulus decided to strike the final blow. That was too much for me. I couldn't watch it anymore. I knew that the moment Apidulus kills Mjorgen, his world will fall apart as well. So I let go of the bracelet and descended to the bottom.
Apadulas didn't notice?
He did, but too late. I was already hidden behind stones. Mjorgen then swam to his cave to lick his wounds, and Apidulus tried to find me. After a couple of days, he was so exhausted he finally went home without me. I couldn't let him find me. Everything would start again.
Well, I understand that.
Trochę smutna historia tej wojny. Całe życie podporządkować walce i wojnie. Właściwie to wojnie, bo nie jednej walce, tylko setkom walk. To rzeczywiście musiało być nie do zniesienia dla biednego kraba, więc zaczynam mieć do niego szacunek w tej chwili.
I would like to ask a favor. I need to get a hold of God's breath. It's the artifact Mjorgen took from the deck of the Dragon Pride.
How does that concern me?
I must get into Mjorgen's treasury, but I can't while Mjorgen's sleeping there. If you come back to Apadulas with me,
Forget about it. Do you want those 2 killing each other?
think. Mjorgen is old and weak. Years ago, he resisted you with difficulty.
Are you listening to me? That's precisely why there must be no duel.
Apedulas can't do much without you, and it's up to you how much magic you'll give him, right?
What are you getting at?
You could give Apedulas just enough magic to defend himself, but not enough to attack. There would be a stalemate between them, and I could find and take the god's breath from Jorgen's treasury in the meantime.
Ha! And why should I help you in the first place?
Because I can stop the duel with God's breath.
If I don't come with you, there will be no duel. You want my help, but you don't offer anything. Stupid idea.
Don't you miss Apedulas? Don't you want to see him again? I thought you were friends.
We still are friends. That is why I don't want to see him die. And I don't want to see him killing Jorgen.
These two need something to unite them.
Like what?
A common enemy.
Are you crazy? I don't want them to fight someone for another 100 years. Although, I'm beginning to understand you. You want to use God's breath to frighten them both.
It's not exactly a plan I'm proud of, but I can't think of anything better.
No, it's a good plan. Fear is the only thing those two lunatics understand after years of fighting. You give them something to fear, and then you disappear.
The only reason I'm here is God's breath. Once I have it, I'll return to the mainland and you'll never see me again.
Do you think it can stop them? What if they kill you? They are old, but if they unite...
I have to risk it. I can't accomplish my task without God's breath.
Well, that's nice. But then those two will be at it again, and I'll be there when it happens.
Do you think I'll be the only one to risk?
Ha! You're right. All right, then. I'll come with you, and I'll take a risk.
I'll put you in my bag. You'll be comfy there.
Swoją drogą z tej rozmowy już trochę inny obraz tej walki Apidulasa z Mjorginem się wyłania. Już nie tak jednostronny, że to Tytani byli źli, a ci morscy ludzie jak im tam dobrzy. To było bardziej obiektywne spojrzenie. Teraz znów udajemy się do Apidulasa z krabem tym razem i mamy prezent dla Apidulasa. Jego magiczny klejnot, czyli kraba czarodzieja.
Hey, Apedulas, I brought you someone. I found Fenintire the crab. He agreed to rejoin you, and he'll help you fight Mjorgen.
Really? Quick! Where is my dear friend? You can't imagine how happy I am that Fenintire is with me again. When I think how many years he lived alone in the wilderness.
You have no idea what he's been through, but I'm sure he'd like to tell you himself.
Yes, we have a lot to talk about. Thank you, Terrestrial.
Are you going to challenge Mjorgen to a duel now?
My weapon is ready, and as soon as Fenintire and I have a little chat, I'm going to that treacherous maggot's hole. If I live, I'll reward you. If not, this tower and everything in it is yours. Farewell.
Farewell.
Spotkanie starych przyjaciół po latach. Czy może być coś piękniejszego? Tak, może być, bo to spotkanie jest tylko pretekstem do wszczęcia nowej wojny. A Olaf przyłożył do tego rękę.
No mas.
Płyniemy na
Let's
klify.
go back to your usual place.
Jakieś straszliwe odgłosy słychać w tle. Pojedynek się rozpoczął.
It seems the battle has started. I should hurry to the cave and get God's breath, with whose help I'll hopefully stop this madness once and for all.
No, prezentują się efektownie tak w
I
oddali.
better not interfere. I promised Crab I'd stop this madness, but I need God's breath to do so.
Wygląda Apidula zna znacznie wyższego niż przy tej swojej wieży, no ale...